Good morning, y'all. It's Sunday morning. It's June 8th, and I'm Rachel. I garden for butterflies and for myself on the Alabama Gulf Coast in Zone 9A, and it is hot. It is hot. It is 82 degrees. It's going to get up to 88 today. Feels like the humidity is 100%. I'm already like drenched, and I've only been out here for a few minutes. I can't stand it. Ugh. But y'all, I have been having so many adventures. I got to see pipevine swallowtails at two different places. A pipevine swallowtail here in my very own garden, and then one or two out at a farm in Magnolia Springs. So I didn't label those videos, but when I'm saying, oh my gosh, it could be a pipevine swallowtail, well, I went back and I took a still shot of it and I asked Google, and Google said yes, pipevine swallowtail. So that is exciting. And then I've collected caterpillars for eastern black swallowtails. I've been saving seeds, and the garden is just doing its thing. So come and see it all. Come on, let's go. Oh, something else I forgot to mention, the dahlias that I started from seeds, some of them have started blooming, so I'm going to show you that. And I'm also going to turn my sprinkler on because it rained a little bit yesterday morning, and I thought, I think everybody's gotten enough water for today, but it's not. That's not the case because some things are looking a little sad. I don't even know if I'll show them to you, but we're just going to peek through here really quick because I thought of another plant. Well, there are actually more that I didn't cover about seed saving, but this one, this Thai basil, desperately needs me to save seed from it. See how brown it is? I'm gonna cut those off and put them in a little thing and write Thai basil on it. This Gomphrena, I'll show you what I did last year to save seed. Here's something crazy and awesome about saving seeds. Once you buy a packet of seeds, and if you can grow it successfully, you should have seeds like forever, unless you like kind of drop the ball and then don't save seeds. But so it's exciting to have something that you can share with so many people. Look at all that Gomphrena. That is seed crazy. On the back side here, I have a dahlia that's about to bloom. I planted this in the ground about 2, maybe 3 years ago, and it's got pink flowers on it, so that is exciting. The thing about Gomphrena, I still have where I pulled the whole plant out last year, and it's just a bunch of seed. And it was like easy because I didn't do anything to it. I'm going to show you. See this gross brown mess right here in the potting shed? I just yanked a whole Gomphrena out of the pot and I just brought it in here to dry, and that's just a bunch of seeds. And whenever I want seeds, and I've done it a couple of times and I have them growing in the front yard, I take one of these and then I just sprinkle it somewhere. That's how easy it is to grow Gomphrena. Of course, you gotta sprinkle it in a hospitable place, and this hasn't really been one, so that's why I don't have Gomphrena growing here. My pink salvia seedlings need to be potted up. Look how incredible they look, how gorgeous. Oh wow, look, they're even about to start flowering. And then the rose campion looks like garbage. So there's definitely a timing aspect to growing these, and also they look like they've just been too wet, you know. Maybe rose campion needs to be dried out some, and this is not really the space where they need to be. Maybe I should put them in the front yard. The couple of dahlias that have bloomed is this one right here. It's got white blooms on it, and then the other one that's blooming right now has got little pink ones on it. They might not turn out to be stars of anything because they're just not opening up like in a great way. That might just be what they do. I'm about to turn the sprinkler on so you can see how this gets watered somewhat. Sometimes I have to come back and deeply water some things that don't capture the water fast enough, but I was hoping we could see a butterfly. Oh yeah, see this one needs a lot of water. Ooh, sad. Okay, I kind of put the sprinkler in the middle there, and you can see it's gonna water everything. I'm gonna leave it on for as long as I can until we leave for church. But that's how I do it. And then I'll move one over to this side and let it sprinkle on this side. I have 2 sprinklers. I need to set them both up, but I like to have one hose with a little spray thing on it. I ended up pulling the fountains out closer to the front so that I could clean them easier and see them. They need to be scrubbed every day. You can see how that green stuff gets in them. I don't want to put anything in there that would hurt my little creatures because they all like to drink from it. And this definitely is like the butterfly highway. Anytime I'm out here, oh well, sometimes I'm in my room, I look out and I can see something flying around. I come out here and I hunt it down, not gracefully or well, as you will see later. You know what, now that I think about it, I think this might be the Zinnia elegans with that pretty pink. I want to document some growth on the elderberries. I'm gonna go ahead and collect my eastern black swallowtail eggs because look, I mean, I don't know if this guy would eat my little caterpillar or not, but he might just be waiting here for him to come open, so we're gonna get it now. Do you see that? That is an eastern black swallowtail egg. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off this little branch of fennel and put it in water and just let the egg hatch inside, in the house, in safety. I have another cutting of fennel that's got 2 eggs on it. Something else you need to do when you're cutting it, just like I just did when I saw that little grasshopper, just check and make sure there are no spiders or anything else on it. You don't want to bring any other insects inside that will eat your caterpillars. I think I've gotten all the eggs. I'll just keep coming out here every day and seeing if I can find caterpillars and eggs. But I'm going to take these inside now. Now I'm putting my fennel with the eastern black swallowtail eggs in a critter keeper. It's a big one. I turn it on its side and then I put the top on it like this and I attach it so that nobody can get in there and eat my babies. I've finally gotten a chance to come and see the secret garden. There's a little butterfly. It's a little white butterfly right here, but some wind damage has occurred and this Amistad salvia got knocked over right here, you can see, but everything else is just looking so happy. I didn't realize that I had 2 raspberry ripples right here, and then of course the Cleome and the Amistad salvia, and then it's going to be so neat when the salvia leucantha blooms. The sunflowers, I didn't even know, and look, I accidentally planted an orange zinnia, but you know what, it doesn't look too bad. This is one of my favorite zinnias right here, this little puffball one. And I didn't even think that the sunflowers would make it, but they did. They survived. We're gonna work on this a little bit at a time, but this is through the gate right here, and then there's a lot of things that need to be done, but eventually we will get this garden all planted out in perennials. But right now we just have to be happy with what we have. I was over here looking at the wisteria to see if I could find some caterpillars, and I found a little praying mantis. It's about 1 inch long. There's a little skipper on the gomphrena. Oh, naughty, come back. Wow, this phlox is just being the star. I am loving it so much right here. Something else that I always forget to mention is this mountain mint. It's got its little flowers on it. I'll zoom in. They're really small, really small. It brings a brightness to the understory of the dying orange tree and to the understory of the fig tree. Oh, I just noticed the asparagus fern has got little, I guess it's little flowers, and I think it makes like these berry type things, little red berries. But I've had this asparagus fern in this pot for, man, I bet like 5 or 6 years now. And I always think, oh, it's just gonna die because it just gets ugly in the wintertime, and then it comes back. It is really tenacious. That's the word I would use. The aquatic milkweed has bounced back. I cut it almost down to the ground when I had monarch caterpillars, and I fed them everything. So this is in the bog garden, and they're looking lovely. I've just been kind of looking to see, because I saw that monarch last week, so I've been looking at my milkweed. This is not the one that they always go to lay eggs on, but you know, you never know when they're going to change their mind, because they be ornery like that. The other day I thought I saw something that could have been a spice bush swallowtail, so I wanted to show you. I do have a spice bush. Now this thing is only about 2 feet tall, and I don't see any caterpillars or anything on it, but I planted it a couple of years ago and it turned into just a stick, and I thought, oh well, that's the end of that. But this year it's been getting enough water, and so I'm hoping if a spice bush swallowtail finds it, that there will be plenty of material here to at least get one butterfly out of it. Ugh, look, army worms have found this zinnia. Do you see all of those little things that are there? Gooey little things, yuck. Oh y'all, that's an eastern black swallowtail. I don't know if y'all can see it flitting in the background. Oh, it is going to lay eggs on the fennel. I bet it's doing it like right now. Let's see if I can make it over there and not chase it away. Ooh, I don't want to scare it. Oh, stay. Do you see it? See that? Okay, so I was just over watering some stuff by the rue, and guess what? The rue has got eggs on it too. I will show y'all that, but I want to get a close-up of this. Oh, don't leave. Come back. Oh, they're so annoying. I don't know what it thinks is going on there. I'm gonna come stand by the fennel and just be very, very still. Okay, the trick worked. I stood very still. It flew all around the potting shed. I don't know what it's doing. By the salvia. There's nothing for you there unless you want to drink. Come back. I don't think I've ever videoed an eastern black swallowtail laying eggs. I know it doesn't look like I'm gonna get to do it today. Oh, that booger, look, it went over there. Now that's a giant swallowtail right there. That's not where we're looking at. The eastern black swallowtail on the Anastasia. Right there. Or Anastasia. Now it could possibly go and lay some eggs on this rue plant that I have. Oh look, it's on the Gumfrina now. I don't know how they know, or I guess they don't respond well to big bulking objects walking, because I seem to scare them off even when I'm not close to them. But okay, so there it is. An eastern black swallowtail on the anise hyssop. I'm gonna try to get as close to it as I can, because right behind it is some fennel, and if it was like, hey, I think I'll have a little snack and then lay a couple of eggs, it could do it. And I checked this fennel this morning. Oh no, it said no. Oh, zinnia time. Everybody loves zinnias. And I'm thankful that everybody loves zinnias, because zinnias are super easy to grow from seed. But look at it, drinking. I think that's a girl. I'm gonna say, look at her drinking, because I'm pretty sure she's been laying all the eggs. Isn't that the neatest thing? Do you see the proboscis going into each little flower? Wow. Because on a zinnia, you see those little yellow things. It's like each one of those things, that's what they're sticking their little proboscis in to drink out of. There's juice down in every single one of those. So there's a lot of juice to be had in a zinnia. she the cutest? Okay, she's wearing me out. Like, she is wearing me slap out. She's flying in circles. I can't go running all around the garden chasing her. There, she's all over there. I don't know if you can see, way over there. I'm just going to show you the roux. Maybe she'll come back while I'm standing here. Oh dear, look at this. So here is the roux, and at the very back of that grasshopper is an egg. That's an eastern black swallowtail egg on the roux, and I don't know if this grasshopper would eat that egg or not. Probably not, since it hasn't done it yet. But I am going to, now last time when there were eggs on the roux, I left them because I was just going to let them turn into caterpillars there, but I can't do it. I'm going to have to bring these in. Here's the thing about roux. It causes sun sensitivity, so you should really not touch it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some gloves before I cut it and bring it in. While I'm waiting for that eastern black swallowtail to show back up and lay eggs in front of my very eyes, I'm going to tell you something that's cool about raising eastern black swallowtails above all the other ones, because their larval host plants, there's a lot greater variety, because you can raise them on dill, fennel, curled leaf parsley, carrot, Queen Anne's lace. So if I run out of dill here, fennel, to feed my caterpillars, I can go to the store and I can get curled leaf parsley or something like that. But here's what I got to tell you about that. You have got to make sure it is organic, and it makes a huge difference. And I know, because I learned from experience, from heartache, heartbreak. I went in there one time and just got regular parsley because I thought, oh, how much of a difference can it make, and fed it to my caterpillars, and they died in pools of their own vomit. And so when just think about that. That's how serious it was for them to eat something that was not organic for those poor little caterpillars. I'm even knowing that, I don't insist on buying everything organic. I should, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I've seen how horrific it can be to be poisoned and die from poison. And it's heart-wrenching. It's Tuesday, June 4th, and I just came out to the laundry room. That's where I had this container, and realized that I had an eastern black swallowtail butterfly that had emerged. These are the chrysalises that I had from last year. So I'm going to put this one on They Love Them Azenia. There we go. Oops. It fell off of the zinnia. It must not be ready to fly yet. So I put it on this Gomphrena, and I think it's gonna like that. My first dahlia flower from the seeds that I planted, the dahlia seeds. Isn't it just a lovely bit of sunshine? Oh my goodness, the eggs. I haven't collected the eggs from the roux, and look, they have hatched. Here are two baby eastern black swallowtail caterpillars. Here's another one. The roux is covered with them. I'm loving how the colors just are so vibrant right now. It's starting to sprinkle, and it's in the early morning. Everything's just glowing. It's at its peak, and I love it. This anise hyssop. I just love it. It looks like little purple candelabra or something. And finally, coneflower is blooming. It looks like something's been eating it. I always forget to name roux as a larval host plant for eastern black swallowtails, but I have one plant that I started from seed about 2 years ago, and it's really great because it overwinters, and I cut it back and it comes back So I'm about to harvest some little baby caterpillars, eastern black swallowtails. I'm wearing gloves because I've read that you shouldn't touch rue. It causes photosensitivity. So I think what that means is if you touch it and then you get in the sun, something happens, it hurts you. I have about 5 eastern black swallowtails on this rue, and I'm gonna raise them in a different container from the ones that are on the fennel. This 6-inch deep hole was dug by an armadillo, and they can undermine your foundation. You do not want to allow them to come out here and tunnel under your house. Luckily, it stopped. Krapinski's farm, y'all, is where you get groceries. This tree is huge. I bet 12 people couldn't stand around it and hold hands. I mean, it is massive. And so it was deemed Century Tree Live Oak City of Foley Arbor Day 2024. I'm at Krapinski's to get corn, but I gotta show you this. This is called Chanel plant. Isn't that just the neatest thing? It's so soft, and it must like to grow in shade because it's under this massive tree. If you live in Baldwin County in June, you've got to come to Krapinski's and get a bag of corn. That's just what you do. I'm gonna get 1 brown bag for $17 and live on it for a week. This is groceries. This thing is so heavy, I'm gonna hardly be able to pick it up by myself. Last time I was here, I got a giant bag of the pecans. They are so yummy. But then I realized I don't have a nutcracker, so I gotta buy one. Oh my goodness, how cute. Look, they've got zinnias for sale. I got zucchini and squash last week. This week, I got some of these gorgeous eggplants. This is why you want to live in Baldwin County, for Krapinski's corn in June. Like, you gotta have it. It's the best. I think it's called, this kind of corn this year, they grew Devotion. Don't you love that name? This is a southern house spider. It's about, well, it looks like 3 inches long to me, but they're docile. They won't bite unless provoked, which we're not provoking it. This is the first time I've been able to get close enough to, oh, I think that is a pipevine swallowtail. No, or a spice bush, because it's blue and black. Ooh, I hope it'll let me get as close as possible. Do you see that blue shining in the sun? Oh, it's on this field verbena. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, wow. Let's see how close I can get. It's loving that verbena. We're out at our friend's land out in Magnolia Springs again, and it's just a lovely, lovely day. We planted some sunflowers out here. They're not doing so good though. This is that row that I threw out all those wildflower seeds from the Lewis and Clark trail, and it looks like it's just weeds coming up. I don't think anything has sprouted that was from that packet. And here's a sunflower that's about 2 feet tall. Maybe it'll make it. I just noticed this sign at the Alberta's Co-op, Farmers Co-op. It says, no shirt, no service. I didn't know that they still made signs like that, but apparently it's necessary. They've got some really interesting plants here at Alberta Co-op. I don't know if I want to get anything right now, but I am enjoying looking at this stuff. Like, look at this thing. It's called Swedish ivy. It's got a really interesting scent to it. It's I don't know, minty stinky. I'm at Alberta Co-op, and I have never seen coneflowers like this. Look at this. Is that not just the cutest puffball thing? Darling. This pink canna lily is pretty too. Canna lily. Look at her. She's beautiful. I'm collecting zinnia seeds for next year. I'm just cutting off the spent blooms and then just putting them in the potting shed to dry. The dahlia that I started from seed, is fully opened. This is another dahlia that I started from seed. This one is not completely open yet. It looks really pretty though with that phlox. Oh good, I have a couple of seed pods that I can get off of this Cleome. Let me show you if it'll focus. See how they're, how they're brown and open? I'm gonna get a little plate and hold it under it and cut that. Here are the Cleome seeds. These seed pods are still slightly green, but they will probably be turning brown and popping open soon. I'm going to be keeping an eye on them. It's the Cleome that is kind of dark pink and then with light pink. This is the color of flower that I am collecting the seeds from the Cleome. The anise hyssop is just buzzing with activity. The phlox is blooming in the center of the garden. It is a really pretty morning. I'm gonna put this little thing in here that says what these seeds are so I won't forget what they are. And I'm just gonna leave them in the potting shed to dry. I'm definitely gonna wanna save seeds from these butter daisies. And they're so easy to save seeds from because just look at this. It's like the seeds just fall off into your hand. Boom. And they make a ton of seeds. See that brown top right there? It'll just come off and just pop them out. There they are. A handful of seeds. Oh, look at this guy. And then look at this guy. I don't actually know if they're guys or not, but they just showed up while I was collecting seeds. Oh, so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I think that is either a pipevine swallowtail or it could be a spice bush swallowtail. Now this one is, I think, a giant swallowtail, that big one right there. But that other one that I'm slowly creeping up on, that I'm just asking God to please let it stay long enough for me to identify it. Do you see how it's blue on the, oh, so it's black and there's blue on its, oh my gosh, y'all. And it's big. That is a big butterfly. Oh my gosh. They gotta be so ornery. Now this is just a giant, either a giant swallowtail or a laurel swallowtail. But where'd he go? Oh, if he's laying eggs, or she, that would be so epic. Sometimes I'm out here videoing butterflies and I'm like, am I gonna just stand out here all day and chase butterflies? Yes, that is what I'm going to do. These are gorgeous zinnia seeds. I hope that they will dry up and be viable. And then look, I put my butter daisies in this dish and wrote butter daisy on it. I found another butterfly. It's some kind of skipper. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it is lovely. It knows that I'm onto it. It's so bright, I can't tell if I've got this in focus or not. I am really loving these Selma Suns. They're so different and vibrant. And then look, a little Grandpa Ott Morning Glory is growing. I only like the Grandpa Ott Morning Glory because it's got that ruby throat. It looks really pretty right there with the, oh, what is that called? Can't think of it. Oh yeah, the Amaranth. The Amaranth didn't really deliver, but you know what? It couldn't help it because it got destroyed by armyworms. Oh yes. Look at this amazing painting that my friend Erin made for me. Is that not incredible? She came to my garden and took pictures of me in it, and then she made this. Is that not amazing? We decided to hang Erin's artwork that she made of my garden in here because it just looks way more cheerful on this yellow background. And she made this from taking a photo of my garden. And if you would like her to make one of your garden or of a pet, she does gardens and pets. So if you would like her to do one of your garden or your pet, she can do it. Just let me know and I will give her your information. Look, is that not cool? That's Calibracoa right there. And it's even captured the little picket fences from in the springtime and the watering can and the little rabbit and the little bird. And that's me and the roses. I just love all the detail. And then she added these darling butterflies to it. Isn't it just the best? Erin said that my garden inspired her to want to paint it, and I was thinking about what inspired me to even have the kind of garden that I have, and it goes all the way back to these cross-stitch patterns, things that I cross-stitched back in 1988. I did this one, of course, so now I have a bird bath and I have a watering can and I have some bricks, and just I like the design of the plants, bench, and a stone path and purple bunches and a gardening hat and pink spires. And then this one, a rose arbor with a gate and stone walls. Of course, I will never have stone walls because I just want, and I don't really want them. But these three things I cross-stitched way back and dreamed of the garden I would have someday, and God has blessed me and allowed me to have it. It was a long time coming, y'all. I love those little dots. It looks like I could go ahead and harvest this for seed, but I'm not sure if I need to let it dry just a little bit longer. Everybody loves them some sunflower. All the little pollinators so happy on it. Oh, it's so thrilling. You are gorgeous, my lady. I planted Selma Suns and Velvet Queen. I think Velvet Queen was supposed to be kind of red. Do you love this darling yellow or what? And it's got so many on it. Ugh. I am collecting orange and orange pink zinnia seeds because I do want to grow those next year. I'm just keeping them very, very much separated from the rest of them. I'm really enjoying all of their shapes and colorings. This one's that pinkish orange one. This one and this one. I love the poofy ones, but they all have something to bring to the table. I just went inside and captured a still image from that video, and that was a spice bush swallowtail. So this is spice bush right here, and it was kind of getting overgrown by other things, so I just kind of trimmed back things so the spice bush swallowtail butterfly can find this and lay eggs on it. I hope that it will seek it out. This is just so thrilling. I'm definitely gonna want to save some seeds from this Love Lies Bleeding because I've actually enjoyed it more and more every day. So I think what I'm going to do is, well, you can see right here in my hand, those kind of pearly things. Do you see? Ugh. That's the seeds right there in my hand. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my biggest, favoriteest flower and put it in a bowl and let it dry. And then later I'll get the seeds out. Those little pink pearly looking things, those are amaranth seeds. What a gorgeous and weird flower. Love Lies Bleeding. I found the tag that I put on the seeds to put with the Love Lies Bleeding. This is just that regular amaranth, and I watched a video by David the Good on how to harvest it. He said you need to use 2 hands, which I don't have, so I'm just doing this. But you can see how easy it is. You just rub it and they fall in. Okay, here's something cool. I can just hold it over my little plate and you can hear it sprinkling. Look at that. So much bounty. Wow. Burgundy amaranth compared to Love Lies Bleeding. I found this tag. That might be Zinnia elegans. There is a giant swallowtail over here on the zinnia. They do love zinnias. I'm gonna save a ton of seeds from this, and these hyssop. The bees love it. Right now, it's kind of in its prime. You can see, they are just all over it. Oh, well, I'll back up. They adore it. I need to do a better job of saving a bunch of seeds, because last year I did save it, but I just threw it in a bucket and I let it get wet and it got ruined. And then thank God I was able to find seedlings that had just volunteered in a container, and that's where I got all of my anise hyssop plants this year, was just from random seedlings that had come up in my containers. Look at that little honeybee. Isn't it cute? Oh, you are just the cutest. Here, so busy. Look at that. Just busy, busy bee. Maybe that's not a honeybee. I don't know. Y'all, it's just too hot. I can hardly stand it. I am dripping sweat right now. It's icky. But you know what? I cannot wait to find out what has inspired y'all in your gardens and made you want to garden, and what you're gardening because you've seen someone else do it. That is just thrilling to me. I love to hear about other people's experiences, and I love to hear about y'all's. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day. God bless y'all, and I will talk to you soon. And y'all, let's play outside when it's not 82 degrees. Bye.